Jim won the big lottery, $10 million. But instead of jumping for joy, he did something strange. He threw the ticket in the trash. "Are you crazy?" his wife Sarah yelled. "That's our dream house, our kids' college money." Jim just smiled. "I have a better idea." Their small town was dying. The factory closed last year. Families were leaving. Stores were empty. The next day, Jim went to the mayor. "I want to save our town," he explained his plan. 1 month later, the old factory opened again, but not for making things. It was now a training center. Jim used his lottery money to bring teachers who taught people new skills: computer coding, healthcare, green energy. "Why give up all that money?" reporters asked. Jim pointed to the busy streets. "Look around. My family has lived here for generations. What good is a big house if our town dies? Money comes and goes, but community lasts forever." Within a year, new businesses opened. Families stayed. The town grew stronger. At the town's big celebration, the mayor gave Jim a key to the city. He could have bought a mansion. Instead, he rebuilt our future. She brought her husband lunch at work like every day, but he grabbed the container and threw it straight into the trash. His co-workers stared in shock. "How could you do that to your wife?" one asked. "She made that with love," the husband replied coldly. "I don't want her food anymore, but I woke up early to cook your favorite meal. Why are you being so cruel?" "Because I know what you're doing," he said firmly. The co-workers whispered among themselves. "He's being so mean to her. Look how sad she is." One colleague stood up angrily. "You don't deserve such a caring wife. She comes here every single day." The wife sobbed harder. "Please, just try one bite. I put so much effort into it." "No," the husband said, "and I won't eat anything you make ever again." Just then, a police officer walked into the office. "Ma'am, you're under arrest for attempted murder." Everyone gasped. "We found poison in the food samples from your husband's lunch. He's been getting sick for months and finally tested everything." The wife's tears stopped. Her face went cold. "How did you know? A loving wife doesn't smile when her husband is in pain." "I noticed." This man cleaned his car every Sunday, but this time he threw dirt all over it instead. He had just inherited millions from his grandfather, but before claiming it, he wanted to test his two siblings. He dressed in old clothes and drove his dirty car to his brother Mike's mansion. "Mike, I lost my job. Can you lend me $500 for rent?" the man begged. Mike laughed. "You're always broke. I can't keep helping you. Ask someone else." The man left, heartbroken. Next, he went to his sister's small apartment. "Sarah, I'm desperate. I need $500 or I'll be homeless." Sarah looked worried. "I only have $600 in my savings, but take it. Family comes first." She handed him everything she had. The man's eyes filled with tears. "Sarah, I can't take this." "Yes, you can. We're family. We help each other." The next week, David returned in a luxury suit. Sarah stared in shock. "I inherited Grandpa's fortune, but I had to test who really loved me." He pulled out a check. "This $2 million is yours. You gave me everything when you had nothing." Sarah cried. "I didn't help you for money. I helped because you're my brother." Mike heard the news and came running. "I was just joking before. We're family." Real family doesn't need to be rich to care. This woman walked into her cousin's electronics store with her fiancé. "Lily, we need a TV for our new home. Since we're family, you'll give us a good price, right? This 80-inch model is $800. That's already my lowest price." "Come on, we're about to be family. Can't you do $600? When Lily refused, he grabbed his girlfriend's hand. "Fine, we'll find someone who actually cares about family." They stormed out angrily. At the store next door, the salesman quoted them $700. "See, your cousin was trying to rip us off." But when they agreed to buy, the salesman clarified, "That's for the 70-inch. The 80-inch you want is $1,000. Frustrated but too proud to return to Lily, they paid the higher price. The next day, a delivery truck arrived at their apartment. When they opened the door, they froze. "Surprise! I'm here to deliver your new TV." "But we bought this from the other store." Lily nodded. "I know. They borrowed my delivery truck and asked me to help with the delivery. They made a nice profit on this sale." The fiancé's face turned red with embarrassment. Lily continued politely, "The other store owner just transferred me $900 as my cut from your purchase. Thanks for the business, cousin. If you think the people we try to outsmart are the ones helping us succeed, drop a heart and subscribe."
If you don't quit your boring office job, you will never be free. Emily's boyfriend Jake was very excited to say that, but Emily felt everyone was looking at her. Jake wanted to live in a fun, free way, but Emily liked her job. It helped her pay for things she needed. As time went on, Jake kept saying, "You need to quit your job. You're just an office zombie." Emily started to feel confused. Some of their friends said she should quit and live like Jake, but others thought Jake was being unfair. One day, Jake told Emily she had to quit her job or he would break up with her. Emily felt scared, but then she thought hard. She said, I don't want to pick between my job and your dreams. I like my job, and it helps me pay for things. If you can't understand that, maybe you need to think again. Jake was quiet.
Every Friday, young Michael counts coins at his desk during class. His teacher, Mr. Harris, watches him suspiciously. Michael hides the coins in his backpack quickly. Mr. Harris walks over. Michael, empty your bag, now. The coins spill out. $20 in quarters and dimes. Where did you get this money? Mr. Harris demands. Michael looks down. I can't say. Mr. Harris grabs his arm. You stole this from other students, didn't you? In the principal's office, Michael's dad arrives angry. My son is not a thief. Tell them the truth, Michael. But Michael stays quiet, tears rolling down his face. I can't tell you, Dad. His dad's face hardens. Then you're grounded for a month. No TV, no games. The next Friday, Mr. Harris catches Michael with more coins. That's it. I'm calling the police. Michael starts sobbing. Please don't. I need the money. Just then, a police officer walks in for a school visit. Mr. Harris points at Michael. Officer, this boy keeps stealing money. The officer kneels down. Michael, is that you? Michael looks up, shocked. Officer Dave. The officer smiles. Folks, I know this boy. Every Friday, he collects coins to buy food for my homeless brother at the park. He asked me not to tell anyone because he didn't want attention. Mr. Harris freezes. Michael's dad starts crying. Son, why didn't you tell me? Michael whispers. Because Jesus said, don't let your left hand know what your right hand does when you give to the poor. The officer adds, my brother hasn't missed a meal in 3 months because of this kid. The principal hugs Michael. You're the real hero here. Drop a heart if you believe God rewards the pure in heart. I saw my neighbor open a coffee shop across from mine. I was angry. He's trying to steal my customers. Every day I watched him struggle. Few people came in. His sign was small. His tables were empty. One rainy day he stood outside, trying to give free samples. Nobody stopped. His coffee was getting cold and wet. I walked over to him. You're doing it all wrong, I said. He looked down. I know. I might have to close next week. Come with me, I said. I took him to my shop. My workers were surprised when I told them, this is Mike. He owns the other coffee shop. Today he'll learn how we make coffee. For a whole week, I taught Mike everything. How to make the best coffee, how to talk to customers, how to set up his shop. Why are you helping me? He asked. I'm your competitor. I smiled. 10 years ago, I was failing too. An old man who owned a restaurant taught me everything. He said, this street needs 2 good businesses, not 1 good and 1 bad. Now both our shops are full. People come to our street for coffee because they can choose between 2 great places. Sometimes helping others helps you too. A busy street brings more customers than an empty one. Drop a heart if you agree.
A woman is getting married next month, but her father isn't invited. It all started when she was just 6 years old. Her father cheated on her mother, leading to a painful divorce. After that, she mostly stayed with her mom, but during holidays, she was forced to spend time with her dad. He never treated her like family. When she was 8, her half-brother Jake was born. Whenever she was with her dad, she was responsible for him, but it only got worse. At 14, her father announced a family trip to Disney. The night before, he told her it was just for him, her stepmother, and Jake. She was crushed, left alone once again. When she turned 18, she finally stood up for herself. After an argument, her father kicked her out, saying she wasn't part of the family anymore. Years passed, and she built a new life. She found love with her fiancé and had a supportive step-family. Then, out of nowhere, her father reached out with a letter. In his letter, he expressed sorrow for the past, saying he regretted everything and wanted to walk her down the aisle. But after all the hurt, can she really forgive him? Does she owe him a second chance? She chooses to walk with the person who stood by her when her real father didn't.
A woman married her husband last year. They both agreed on one thing, no kids. She even had surgery to make sure she would never have children. Life seemed perfect until last night. During dinner, her husband's phone buzzed. She saw a message on the screen. Did you tell her yet? Tell me what? Her husband looked nervous. I have a 9-year-old daughter. He told her he didn't say anything before because he wasn't sure how serious they would get. But now they were married. He also told her he had been paying money to support the child, which explained why they never had extra money. Then he said he wanted to fight for custody and be a better dad. He thought she could help take care of the girl since she worked from home. It was a big deal to her. If you fight for custody, I'll ask for a divorce. Then the doorbell rang. A little girl stood there holding a small flower pot. Hi, Daddy. The woman's heart felt heavy. It wasn't the girl's fault. This is for you. It's called healing. That night, the woman sat alone. Life doesn't always go the way we plan. She decided to move out and let her husband be the dad he wanted to be. Sometimes letting go helps us grow.